alright, Pebbles? Yeah, it's me, Cockney Dave. Ah, shut up. You know you fucking love me. And welcome back to another all seasons funnel on F1 2020. Is he still doing this shit? Oh, fuck's sake, mate. Look, his car's only full from the top. He's almost run out of engine. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. Is he ever going to finish this series? Anyway, we move on now to Brazil for the almost last round of the championship. He's done some practice. Didn't do very well there, did he, compared to his teammate? What a chump, mate. What a fucking chumpy. Ha, 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 ha. So out he goes for qualifying, and thank fuck for this, he's actually quite good at this circuit, which is going to actually hide the fact that he's mostly shit. Anyway, let's have a look and see what his first qualifying time is going to be. He's going to cross the line. He's in the Ferrari. It's not a very good fucking car, really, is it, mate? It's better than the fucking Renault he's in at the start of the season, isn't it? Anyway, he crosses the line, and it's... Oh, fuck me, mate. Pole position. Wow, how did he fucking manage that? Oh, that's a fix, mate. Call the FIA. That's a fucking... Anyway, he's dropped down to 7th, which is pretty reasonable. And at the moment, he hasn't improved on his delta time, so he's going to stay in 7th at the moment. As we accelerate forward now to the end of qualifying, let's see where he is. He's still in 7th, slightly up on the deltas, but not too much. Anyway, qualifying's been complete, so he's either going to finish in 7th or just drop a little bit down lower. Let's have a look as he crosses the line now. Yes. Oh, I think that said 6. I'm not sure. It was too bloody quick. Oh, no, fuck it. It's 8th position for fuck's sake, mate. For fuck's sake. So Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, got pole. Lulu in 2nd place. Hookster was in 8th position. But where's our teammate? Fuck me, mate. 15th place. What a chump. What a fucking chump.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit, and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Pierre Gasly and Perez, Albon, the captain, Norris and George Russell, Magnussen, Stroll, Nobuharu Matsushita and Bottas, Verstappen, Giovinazzi, Daniel Kvyat and Nick de Vries, Ocon and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Yes, thank you, Cockney, and welcome everyone to the All Seasons Career Mode. It's the 5 lights go out and we say go, 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 and it's so here we go. Oh, great start. Look at this, already past Albon. This is the penultimate round of the championship. As you can see, as we now dive down inside of a huge amount of cars, and we've got a McLaren. Oh, we're in contact with the McLaren. That was Carlos Sainz. We're already up into 5th position. It's another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up, and he never surrenders. Don't you know, don't you know? Look at this, he's going to go for a move. Oh, 2 cars in 1. 2 in 1. What a fucking gangbang that was. Look at that. Wowzers. Fuck that, you guys. Fuck that. Up into 3rd place. That was a great move. Absolutely great move. Up into 3rd position, and we are just now behind a dynamic duo, of course, of Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton. Now, who is going to win this championship? Well, it's not going to be the Hookster, because if you haven't worked it out by now, we're too many points behind. Yes, I think it's about 90 points behind me now. We've only got 2 more rounds left of the championship. This one and the last one in Abu Dhabi. So there you go. Yeah, we're not going to win it, but we're going to give it our all, and unfortunately it means we're going to have to go to a 4th season. Not for the first time on the all seasons though, but yes, we are to go for a 4th season to see if we can win this bloody championship. Anyway, end of lap 1. As you can see, Daniel Ricciardo is in the lead, Hamilton in 2nd place. Which of the 2 is going to win this championship as he puts in the fastest lap? And we move on to lap 3. As you can see, we're right up the Jack Jones of Lewis Hamilton. Let's see if he's going to go for a move. I think he's going to have the inside line very, very easily here on Lulu. Oh, Lewis Hamilton, that's a break very hard. We're in contact with Lulu. Do we take him out? Oh, no, we don't. But we do manage to get past. That was, yeah, that was definitely Hookster. Definitely Hookster there. Up into 2nd place. We have split the Mercedes, but Daniel Ricciardo, through all that melee, is now away and gone. He's 2 seconds up the road as we accelerate forward at lap 9. And you can see that it's started to rain now out on the circuit. The Hookster's tyres are looking pretty decent, which means we're going to come in very soon for our pit stop. So we timed it about right that these softs would last about 10 laps. And we are now going to come in, of course, for intermediate tyres, hopefully in about a lap's time as we accelerate forward at lap 11. So yes, now it's time for us to come in for our pit stop. Are we going to pit onto intermediates though? I'm not so sure that it's raining hard enough to actually go onto the intermediates. We'll find out any minute now as we're about to come in for our stop. And yeah, oh yes we do. Yes, we change on to the intermediate tyres. It obviously is just about time for them. And we're going to rejoin the field now. Our teammate is also in as well. Maxi Boy Verstappen, of course, in the Ferrari. And we are going to rejoin there. Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, is ahead of us. So he got in and out before we did. Oh dear. But he was ahead of us anyway by about 4 seconds by the time we come into the pits. So now we are now going to rejoin as we now come out into any traffic. I can't see any traffic, so it looks pretty decent. Yes, we rejoin in 3rd position behind Daniel Ricciardo. Now in the lead at the moment, it's Kevin Magnussen, but of course he's still got a stock because he's still on dry tyres. So we started from lap 13. Yeah, it's still 2nd place for Hookster, as you can see. Honey Badger is still ahead. We are gaining a little bit of ground on him, but not quite enough to see if we can get past. And we've got Charles Leclerc now in 3rd place. And Lewis Hamilton, of course, also going for this championship as we are going a little bit wide on the track limits there, but we managed to hold on to it. Yes, Lewis Hamilton also going for the championship. He's down to 5th place at the moment. He's 8 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo. As we accelerate for lap 16, we're still chasing the Honey Badger. We are still chasing him, but I think he's got us. There's only 2 more laps to go in the Grand Prix. He's still out in front. And in these wet conditions, it's very, very difficult to try and go for a pass. Oh, look at that. See, he's pushing it, but he can't push it too much like he usually does with the car. And see if he goes for... Oh, is he going? No, he stayed behind. That was actually good driving looks there as we accelerate forward to lap 18. Lap 18, it's the last lap of the race. It looks like the Honey Badger is going to win the race, and Hamilton's going to cross the line in 5th place. How is this going to affect the championship between Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton? It's I'm not quite sure. I can't work out maths in my head. Anyway, we climbed the hill for the last time at the gorgeous Brazilian circuit. I absolutely love this circuit, I have to say. Absolutely love it. And we're going to cross the line with some good points, 2nd position. But Ricciardo's going to cross the line and win the race. There he goes. And we finish in 2nd place. Yes, look at that. The Hookster hands come up. He was happy with that. Great result in the rain, I have to say. Great result for Hookster there. And he gets driver of the day as well. Oh, so excited. So excited. And there's Dodo Wolf, the Terminator. Is your name Sarah Connor? Oi, are you listening to me? I said, is your name Sarah? No. They don't even care anymore. Don't even care. The season's almost over. And there is the race winner. Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger. Sadly, if you're watching this video at the time it's produced and edited and exposed to the world on YouTube, you will know that Daniel Ricciardo is going to be no more in Formula 1. Yes, no more seats for Ricciardo in 2023. Very, very sad. But in the virtual world of the all seasons, he has just won a race in a Mercedes, so it's time for the champagne to go over everyone. And Hookster's there as well. Look, Hookster's there. Look at him, so sprightly, just 39. Is he 40 yet? Is he? No, still. Okay, just 39 years old and still getting podiums. So there you go then. There's the points. Where are the ultimate points? 17 points now between Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton. Hookster in third. He's still 90 points behind though. Maxi Boy in sixth place. It's all heating up for the final round of this championship at Abu Dhabi. That's exactly where we are going to go to right now. And you can see we've actually gone up in the performance comparison chart to third position now. So a little bit more performance we got out of this car for the last round of the season at Abu Dhabi, which is great news. Hopefully we can finish with a bang, as we've just completed practice and we've got some more lovely resource points. Doesn't really matter now because it's the last race. Those points are going to amount to nothing really, except they'll get carried over to the next race. And that next race, of course, will be the start of Season 4 of the All Seasons on F1 2020. So, first qualified Van Hookster. Third place at the moment, 1.6 seconds behind the leader at the moment. So we accelerate forward out a little bit later qualified. You can see we are well up on our deltas, almost half a second now. We're down to 15th place though, because, oh, that's better. That's a lot better. 7th position now for the Hookster during qualifying. About halfway through qualifying, so we accelerate forward now, just 2 minutes left. In fact, no, the qualifying has finished. We are in 7th position at the moment. Can we improve on 7th, or are we going to drop down? Which is about to find out as we cross the line. The answer is going to be, I didn't see it, it went too quick there, but we're bound to drop down. Oh no, we haven't. In fact, we've stayed there, 7th position. That is pretty decent at Abu Dhabi, because you can really stove it into turn one and try and get past. So there you go then. Daniel Ricciardo got pole, so he is definitely on for winning this World Championship, but it's not going to be decided until right at the end, because at the moment it's anyone's championship.
It's the final chapter of the season then here at the spectacular Yas Marina circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory, so we go into battle once more as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The Yas Marina circuit, just over 3.4 miles long with 21 corners and 2 very long back straights. There are 2 DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 8 and turn 11 and offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners as well, in particular 15, 16 and 17, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. Anthony Davidson is with me one last time this year as we bid a fond farewell to another great season of Formula One.
Well, the winter break is looming once again. No doubt many of those teams already have their eyes firmly on next season. But there's still work to be done here. Still championship positions to decide, which can make a big difference to the prize money. So no one's going to be taking their foot off the throttle just yet.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Kevin Magnussen, the captain, Sainz, Russell, Norris and Lance Stroll, Gasly, Albon, Valtteri Bottas and Matsushita, Kvyat, Perez, Esteban Ocon and Nick de Vries. Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we go then for the final time of this season. It's time for the All Seasons career mode, and we say go, and it's away he goes from 6th place. Well, look at that, Kevin Magnussen off to the right. We'll already get past him as we go into turn 1. We've got Charles Leclerc blocking us as we go in, but we stove it in there. Oh, and I think we've taken a little bit of Charles's wing off there. I think we have, and we had a warning for collision, but yes, up into 3rd place. Of course, Douglas doesn't care anymore because it's the last round of the championship. There is no championship to fight for, only between these 2 guys up ahead of him. So he's got to be very, very careful that he doesn't do anything stupid and try and get in the mix between Lewis Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo. Otherwise, I will get so much hate in the comments. It'll be unbelievable if I actually upset this championship, which is going on right now. And we're not going to see who's going to win until right at the end, which is very, very exciting. But anyway, are we going to try and get past the Honey Badger? I think we are. We dived on the inside. Don't make contact with him. Please, Hookster, please. I know he gets through. Okay. Yes, no. No, Daniel Ricciardo's still there. Is he going to try it? No contact though. It's okay. All the wings are still on all the cars, so that's good. But Hoekstra does get through up into second position. We have split the Mercedes dynamic duo. This is bad news, in fact, for Daniel Ricciardo, because of course Hoekstra is a little bit slower than the Mercedes car, so that means he's going to be holding up Daniel Ricciardo, which means that Lewis Hamilton could actually grab this championship away from the Honey Badger, so it could all be down to Hoekstra. The Hoekstra could be now deciding this championship by being an absolute plum. But of course it was for position, so he was quite right in his own mindset to actually go past. Yes, no problem there whatsoever, provided of course he didn't take off Daniel Ricciardo's wing. Just going past now to see if he comes into the pits. No, Daniel Ricciardo doesn't, so his wings are all on the car, so it's all good. And we continue on in lap 2 as we continue on now to lap 3. Still in second place at the moment. Hamilton is now away and gone. 2.9 seconds up the road. Daniel Ricciardo is still pushing like crazy behind us because he knows the World Championship is up for debate here if he doesn't get a little bit higher than this. Of course, I think it's a 17-point gap as we accelerate forward to lap 5, so he's all right at the moment. But if he drops down any lower, Lewis Hamilton could take the championship away from him. Look at this, he's going for a move down the inside. No, don't make any contact, Mr. No, it's okay. The wing is still on. For Daniel Ricciardo. And we are still in second place. Hamilton's, of course, already pulling out a huge gap because he's got no pressure from anyone, and he's up to a 7-second mark now as we accelerate forward to lap 6. Just going past the pits, and I think Hamilton's come in for his pit stop, has he? No, that was actually Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo's come in. So he's made his first stop, his one and only stop, in fact, as we accelerate forward at the end of lap 6. Hamilton now comes in for his pit stop, and Hoekstra's going to come in as well. Hoekstra comes in, so that's good, so it's not going to hold up any traffic here by coming at the same time as the leader, which is good news. And yes, I have no idea why the actual race is overcast, and on the replays, it's very, very sunny. All I can say is, well done, Codemasters. Well, yes, look, see, it's dark and overcast, but on the replay, just move on. Let's just move on. Anyway, we're going to rejoin now in 13th position, I think, as we now slip underneath the circuit and now pop up over the top and rejoin. A very, very funny sort of way of getting back on the circuit, but that's Abu Dhabi for you. So there we go, and we're in clear air, nothing in front of us, nothing behind us, you can see, and it's now gone dark again. Well done. As we accelerate for lap 7. Still in 13th place, we got Giovinazzi in the racing point directly ahead of us, as you can see. Carlos Sainz is the car behind. Hopefully more cars are going to come in on this lap, otherwise we're going to be a bit stuffed here. Yes, huge amount of cars have now come in for their stop, including Kimi Raikkonen's. I can't count them all, but they've all come in, and we're now up into 6th position now. 6th position on lap 8, still chasing Giovinazzi, and of course that racing point car. He's got Daniel Kvyat ahead. Now unfortunately it looks like the cars ahead of us have actually stopped as we accelerate on lap 8. We've got the move. I think we're going to get the move done on Giovinazzi as we dive down the inside down this straight. We've got DRS on him, ERS, rich fuel mix, everything you can think of to get past Giovinazzi, and we managed to do it. So up into 5th place now. Our next target is Daniel Kvyat. He's in the Alfa Romeo for this season. Yes, the Alfa Romeo. Can we catch him, and can we more importantly get past as we accelerate for the lap 8? Well, we have managed to catch up to Daniel Kvyat, as you can see, getting very, very close to his gear, but he comes in for his pit stop. That's great news for us. So another position gained, and Albon's in as well. And so is Pierre Gasly, which means we go back up into 2nd position, which is basically what we had from the start of this Grand Prix, except maybe just a couple of laps into it. But yes, up into 2nd place. And Daniel Ricciardo is 5th place as we accelerate forward to lap 10. So the Honey Badger is down to 5th. Hamilton's in the lead. How does this affect the championship? I think he's okay. He had a 17-point gap, I do believe, to Lulu. So he should be okay as long as he doesn't drop down anymore. Otherwise, I think he may be stuffed as we accelerate forward to lap 14. It's the end of the Grand Prix at the beautiful Abu Dhabi circuit underneath the floodlights. We are going to finish, hopefully, well no, we should finish in 2nd place because Carlos Sainz is 2.9 seconds behind us. Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, don't forget, the leader of this championship, looks like he's going to finish in 5th, but his main rival, Lewis Hamilton, is going to finish in 1st position. Now, I'm just trying to work out the points in my head. 17 and Ricciardo's... No, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be very, very close indeed. I think it's going to be close. Well, we're about to find out as Lewis Hamilton has crossed the line, won the race in first place. We're going to finish in second place, and I think we're probably going to find out who has won the championship when we wait for a little cutscene, which is going to appear very, very shortly, I do believe. Anyway, great result for Duster, and a great season for him, has to be said, in quite an uncompetitive car for Season 3. As Giovinazzi gets driver of the day. Driver of the day. Yes, we started in the Renault, which wasn't very good at all. And it's Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo has won the World Championship. Look at that. I still say that's going to be very, very close towards the end. We'll have a look and see what the points are at the end. But yes, Daniel Ricciardo. Wow. Great to see. So, in real life, he's out of Formula 1. In the virtual world of the all seasons, he's won a championship. And there is Toto Wolff. Once again, the Terminator. Yes, only once per video. Only once per video. So there you go. I'm actually very happy that Daniel Ricciardo has won the race and the championship as well. And there's Lewis Hamilton, who actually won the race. Yes, that's right. He won the race. Sorry, not Daniel Ricciardo. I was getting all mixed up with my Mercedes there. And there is famous F1 YouTuber Alex Gillian. And there is Daniel Ricciardo. Yes. There'll be someone in the comments now going, will you stop going on about Alex Gillian? Yes. Shut up, Wheel F1. Shut up. He loves it, really. He loves it, really. And there's X-Manny G. Oh. Anyway, so let's have a look at the final positions then and see what happened in this championship, because I think it got very, very close towards the end. Let's have a look. And it is... Oh, my God. I was right. Daniel Ricciardo has won the championship by one single solitary World Championship point. Wowzers. Me trousers. It doesn't get much closer than that. Hookster came in third place, 82 points in the end behind the leader. A fair fight, has to be said. He gave it his all, but it wasn't quite enough to win the championship. So yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to go for a Season 4. Yes. Apparently, I've been playing this game on YouTube since January of this year. So it's almost going to be a year now just on one game. Oh my God. Anyway, can we win finally in Season 4? Well, I think we'll end up with nowhere else to go. So we've got to do it. Could this be the first all seasons fail ever on the all seasons? Well, we will find out. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later. Which team will I go for?